Hey, come on, man. Jimbo's back.
Yowzer! It's that time. Radio was done with him. 4 spouses had enough of her and him. Hopefully the 3rd time is a charm. Get ready to have your ear holes violated. It's wild. It's crazy. It's time. It's the Jimbo and Jackie Show.
Yowzer!
The crowd goes wild.
That's right. We are getting ready to kick off episode 32 because, no lie, folks, I want you to know as we're taping this one is straight from the airport to the ReAmp studios in Tustin
Yes.
to violate your ear holes. How you doing, Jackie?
I feel pretty good, babe.
I do too.
I feel good.
I do too. And we gotta let's go around and check in with our crowd here. We got producer Ashton over there, the sound guy. He's playing hurt because he kind of ate shit in the parking lot, didn't you?
Yeah, I ate shit, man.
What happened?
I was rolling my skateboard to go get copies for the show.
Yeah.
At another facility in the same complex.
All right.
A little rock got me, and I ate shit.
Oh man.
My elbow shredded to the white meat.
Look out! Look out!
And thank God I have this type of job.
Where you can just sit on your ass?
Because because I would be asking somebody for piss right now.
Okay.
to go take a drug test. But
Oh, damn.
we're good.
Well said. And then we also got the man in charge over there with describing the Yelp sex position. Let's give it up for
Mr. Taylor.
Jackie likes to call him Tay Tay.
How's it going, everyone? Excited to be here.
Yeah, fresh from Chicago. That was a great
Chi-town.
show we had, didn't we have?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, it was the best, yeah.
And for some reason, we got our producer, Emmy Award-winning actress, producer Mark, via phone. What are you, on tour with the Stones? What are you doing? Where are you at?
I don't know where I'm at. I'm at some Latin Music Awards in Miami Beach.
Oh,
And
lucky.
I'm the only one that doesn't speak Latin.
Are you wearing a thong?
Well, underneath my skirt.
Okay. If you see Cisco, tell him we said thong, 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 thong. But we're going to pop a cork to get this going, and we're going to talk a little recap of episode 31 because it almost didn't happen out of the gate, did it, Jackie?
That's right. I think a few of us almost missed our flight. The door was closed on us.
I know. I'm part of that little party.
Yeah.
We're not very responsible, are we?
No, but Mark was like,
Whoa! Gotcha.
oh,
Damski. Oh, I took out some ceiling tile on that one, man.
That was
No.
Well, Mark wanted to show me this movie. It's called Alice in Wonderland. He insisted that we watch it.
And how'd that work out?
Well, you see how much I was sweating when I got on the plane?
Yeah.
All right.
No, well, we weren't there yet, so no, we don't know.
Yeah, you got there before us.
I was still sweating.
What the hell's up with that, producer Mark? What is so great about this Alice in Wonderland?
Well, there's only so much I could say about that, but Ashton owes me a new bottle of lotion. Yeah.
Nice.
My job was to make sure all my ducklings got on the airplane. And, I go down with the ship, so I was the last one on.
Yeah, you almost failed in that mission.
Yeah, the door was closed when we went to get on, so I know it was closed when you got on, Mark.
It was closed and locked, and they were already changing the sign for the next flight.
And luckily, they let us get on because we were there earlier.
Yeah, I have my Jimbo Jackie pants on.
We got to meet the pilot and everything. And we're like, we got plenty of time. Let's go to the bar. It's only right next door to the terminal.
Speaking.
Yep, there he is. Please get your ass. Please. Whoa, jeez. That sounds like the same mic check or price check at Dollar Tree. Is that the same equipment we got over here? But no, they remembered us and they let us back on.
Yeah, they let us on.
But we got a great episode here, 32. We got a lot of stuff from the trip, including our search for Mr. Skin. But it was kind of cool that all you guys got to meet some of my classmates when we went to Dandy Jack's for our episode 31 broadcast. Any reflection, producer Mark?
It was a very Chicago suburbs experience. Large Marge is the one that sticks in my mind. We got 2 speakers.
We only got 2 speakers.
Right, Ashton?
2 speakers. You know what, Jimbo?
Tell me.
All your friends' stories of when you guys were in high school,
Right.
you guys come straight out of a fucking John Hughes movie.
I know.
Like this is like it happens in 16 Candles.
Yep.
It happens on
Yep.
Breakfast Club.
We lived the life, man.
Like, but he's from Chicago, isn't he?
Yeah. So maybe
So,
we partied with him.
Maybe you mooned him at a White Castle.
That could have possibly have been. Yep. Got arrested the day before going to college at Whitey's. So yeah, no, it was a great time, and we weren't able to get the exclusive interview we were trying with one of my first girlfriends, but producer Mark, you got to talk to Jill a little bit, didn't you?
Joe.
Joe was her name?
Joe?
We're going with Joe?
The one, no, Joe 13 times Joe?
Oh, we're speaking in
Did
code
I get
now.
the right one?
I bet.
You met her?
I met
Yeah.
her.
Was she nice to you, Ashton?
I think she's still in love with you,
See?
Jimbo.
You think there's
I got the whole story on the 13 times. You're going to talk about that today, aren't you?
we could talk about it right now. How's that sound?
Boy.
Because guess who we got later in this show for a very special interview? We have Jackie's first boyfriend.
Yep.
We got to have a conversation with him. He was very excited to be on camera, unlike the woman that didn't maybe want camera evidence that she was ever my girlfriend.
Actually, I met Jill and talked to her for a little bit. I really like her. She's really, really nice.
Your best boyfriend and girlfriend now?
I really liked her.
Yeah, well, good.
You ever seen Saturday Night Live or Saturday Night Fever?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Fever, yeah.
She's the one. I love the way you dance. I love the way you dance.
Yeah, I think both our first still kind of have a little crush. I know they're married. We're married. Whatever. You can have a crush.
They're happily married.
Yeah.
We're finally happily married.
Yeah.
But I guess they enjoy looking back a little bit. And wait till you see. I'm so bummed you're not with us, producer Mark, because wait till you see the video interview we got with Jackie's first here on the Jimbo and Jackie Show.
3 times a charm.
Episode 32 is about to go off. Do you have anything in closing you want to say, Mark? Because we're going to go into weekly highs and lows.
No, but I'm a subscriber, so watch it, and I hope everybody subscribes, downloads, and I'm not there, but you guys just remember to do your sponsor plugs, even though I'm not there.
That's
okay?
right. Well, like us on
And-
Facebook, Instagram, subscribe on your favorite podcast platforms. And don't forget, leave us a review. Talk some smack. Tell us how much you enjoy it. Tell us your favorite part. Give us a suggestion. What else we can do? And also, big, huge shout out. We got a very special slideshow that we put together while we were on the trip for Slim Chillers, our big sponsor, baby.
Yep, Mr. Phil Hurley. We did some fun stuff with those popsicles, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Wait till you see some of these pictures. We got to interview him on episode 16.
Hey, producer Mark, before you leave, can you give us a field trip when you're out in Miami? I know you got some fun stuff going out there, so we all want to see back here
Well, look,
at ReAmp.
hey, I'm gonna let you guys go because it's about to get real loud in here.
Yeah, fuck my
But
question.
you guys
All
have a
right.
good
Yeah.
show. I wish I was there.
All right.
I miss you guys.
We miss you a
Nobody I have
ton.
more fun hanging out with than Jackie and Jimbo
Right on.
and Tay-Tay.
Love you guys.
Tay
Oh, and
Tay.
Ashton.
And Ashton.
Yeah, whatever, man.
All right, go get your Latin
I
on,
miss
my
you, old
friend.
man.
And we will watch a little slide. We put
All right,
together
love you
some
guys.
pictures. We love you, Mark.
Love you, Markster.
Have a great trip back. Hurry home.
right,
Hurry
have a
home,
good
damn
show.
it.
All right, see ya.
See ya. And Tay, do you got some pictures you want to show up for everybody? That a little Chicago adventure. Here we go. Let's take a little walk. There we are.
We made it.
That was when we just got to Chi-Town, Chicago, Windy City. Looking good, all happy and perky. Look at us SOBs.
Yeah.
And then that was,
Man, you're fucked if you gotta get up the train up there.
that's just showing a little bit of the scenery.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's Chi-Town. Oh, we got a little tagging,
Oh,
putting that
tagging
up
in
in
the
places. Jackie was all over. Oh, there's Jackie and I getting ready to go to the wedding that we'll talk about here in a second.
Aw.
There's us at Dandy Jack's right there in Orland Park, where we got great memories and some not so great memories. I kind of liked it because their stage was like being on the stage of Johnny Carson.
Hey, Jimbo.
Yo.
Do you remember when you knocked the forks off the table?
Yeah.
The forks.
Some biker guy wanted to kick my ass.
What?
Yeah. Again.
We're ready, but I was like, make sure Mark goes to the car now. So by the time he gets to the car, we'll be already ready.
And I was just doing something kind of fun. And I said, oh, bro, I'm just having a good time, man. I didn't mean no harm by this.
Was it like Pee Wee Herman knocking over the motorcycles kind of thing?
Well said. Yeah, you weren't there for that part.
No, I didn't know that happened.
There's Jackie and I trying not to live in the past with my prom crown from being prom king.
I'd have been so excited to touch you the night you won prom king.
Well, we could relive it. We could relive it anytime you want. But it was a great broadcast. We can't thank you. There we are. Oh, and this is how it all ended. We got a little video with the Slim Chiller videos in bed.
Hey, Ashton, what movie is this? Those aren't pillows.
Stop me.
Planes, Trains, Automobiles.
You got it.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I can take it, Jackie. Come on.
It's moving pictures. Do something, would you?
Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah.
It's good to be the king.
It was fun for a little bit, but Jackie, I thought, was just taking a picture, and she kept prolonging it, and I'm like going, I'm in a bed with 3 dudes, man. I kind of want to get out. No offense, guys.
And you had a crown. So.
And I had a crown.
I can always tell when you're absolutely done. You're like, yeah, it's fun.
Is it? Maybe that was that dream that Miss Jackie had back in the day.
Maybe it was.
Everybody was in bed, but it came true. But it's just you in the bed with us.
You're going way back on. She saw the future.
Yeah.
Look out.
Oh, my God. That was so much fun.
Damn good time. And I think we should get into the Jimbo and Jackie show.
3 times the charm.
Where we are excited to do our weekly highs and lows. And I got to do my brother's wedding.
Yes, you did, honey. And you were so great.
I appreciate you saying that because my brother and his gorgeous fiance at the time said, hey, why don't you marry us? And I'm like, man, it's a really hard process. I gotta go live with the Pope for a month. I gotta get some training, some formal prep for this. Or I can go on the internet and just give him my email. And yes, that is what happened. I'm officially ordained now, thanks to the Universal Life Church Ministries. I know a lot of you have heard about it. That's right. Take me to Jesus, baby. But I thought, what an honor. If my bro's going to ask me,
awesome.
I got to do it, Jackie.
And you brought it. You freaking brought it. You brought me to tears.
I made my woman cry because I was actually serious for a moment. But here's a light side that wasn't so serious. My buddy T-Bone from high school was razzing me a little bit because I'm a pastor now. So go ahead, roll that film, Tay-Tay.
It has its privileges.
Credentials of ministry. This is to certify. Oh fuck! It's burning. I don't even know what to do here. Holy
You're not
shit.
ordained.
Wow, man! I can't even hold it. It's so heavy. Oh man!
Well, when you got the weight of the world
the weight
on
of God. What you were gonna say is you have the weight of the world on your shoulders to bring the ministry
the
of the
word of the
universal.
Lord can be pretty heavy.
I see. Where are they out of?
Where are they at?
A very special place.
Oklahoma or something? That's where all those
I think
churches
Jerusalem.
They're out of heaven.
Look at Jason, where's my bride? I want to start this. Where's my bride?
Dokken wrote a song about it.
Yeah, really?
All right, that's enough of that. I look pretty sharp there, guys. What do you think?
Look at your shoes.
Yep, my Versace shoes that Jackie bought me. And just to show that I did get a little bit serious and made my woman cry. We're not going to do the whole ceremony because I know it's tough enough even going to weddings sometimes. But here's a serious moment with Pastor Jimbo.
He's taking a picture of her.
That's it. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
We have gathered here today to celebrate the union of Jason and Renee in this beautiful marriage and a miraculous day, and this ceremony presents us with a wonderful opportunity to celebrate the love that is shared between these two beautiful people. And I couldn't think of a better place than in the hometown that we grew up, Jason. And I know we have a lot of memories here, and you're about to make one of the best ones here today. And
Laughing at the duck, ain't you?
Mom and Dad are watching up in heaven and very, very proud
I just know you.
of the choice that you've made.
A little extra.
Luckily, like my wife, she has bad taste in food too.
Okay, still gotta laugh. You can stop it right there, Tag.
Oh my Lord, honey, you look so. I wanted to get up there and marry you again.
Oh, look at that. It got some
Oh, my
play. Hey, what do you
God.
say?
That was beautiful.
Can I get an amen?
Amen, baby. And I tell you what, we're gonna try to figure out, because we got a really good response from people, especially our
Yeah.
subscribers who listen to us on their favorite platform and like us on Facebook and Instagram and left us a remark or two
Yeah.
and said that they want us to renew their vows. So we're gonna have to
Yes,
maybe
that'd be awesome.
parlay this action, Taylor and Ashton. What do you think?
We'll take it on the road.
That's right.
There
We'll
you
take it on the
go.
road.
Maybe we get hired for receptions and stuff like that.
We'll take it. But I wanna give you props
For?
because keeping your cool, because we went to the wrong park
Yeah.
when we were on the way.
That's right. You were dropping me off.
Yeah, we went to the wrong park. And Jimbo, you're about to marry your brother
Yeah.
in front of the Lord.
In front of our Lord Jesus Christ.
And you
amen.
kept your cool, man. I would have lost my shit.
Well, maybe that's getting a little bit older and you're like going, it is what it is kind of thing. It's like, I'm going to
get an amen?
Amen. That's all I want. Just a little patience is
Well, and
all
that-
we need.
And they couldn't start without you. You knew
Yeah,
that.
you figure.
so.
Good point there. And it was perfect because when I got there, my brother told me, you know what? Some of her family was running a little bit late, so it was perfect that year. And I said, I know the Lord works in mysterious ways, and that's why I chose to go the wrong place first, just to do a special prayer and blessing for you, this beautiful couple.
I just realized I have a clergyman husband.
Look at that. You're sleeping with the
Wow.
man of the cloth.
I got to start watching my shit.
Your first lady, Miss Jackie.
Thank you, Ashton.
But that's okay. I can give you forgiveness, and trust me, it'll be something besides some Hail Marys you'll have to do, if you know what I mean. Oh, but man, there was a little bit of a weekly low, and you guys were gone. You left us. Mark and Ashton had to fly back to Cali, and Taylor, he went to go see his grandma. How's grandma doing, Taylor? Is she good over there?
Yeah, she's great, and you'd like her. She probably says penis more than you do.
Wow, I like that.
That's hilarious.
Does she use it in a sentence, or does she always just go penis, penis, penis?
Yeah, I mean, I cooked up some sausages, and she just had a field day with that.
Damn, that's a grandma. We definitely got to go back to Chi-Town.
Yeah, we do.
Chicago, Windy City.
It's not your average grandma's podcast.
No, it is. But I'm going to let Jackie set it up a little bit because this happened after my reunion, which was that Clusterfuster reunion where it's the class of 80 to 85. So we first walk in, and there wasn't as many from our class. There was more that showed up at Dandy Jack's for the event
First
before.
night.
And some of these people looked old. I was like, whoa. 5 years makes a crazy difference.
Yeah, it does.
But they were all cool.
Oh, everybody was so cool.
Very cool. We made friends real quick.
I seen you guys cutting up a rug.
Yeah, we tore it up.
Cutting up a rug.
We partied like it was 1989.
Well, we really cut it up on Saturday
Yeah.
night.
So, well, that was a reunion. So after the
I know.
reunion, which was a blast.
We go back to Dandy Jack's.
So we're like going, hey, let's go back to Dandy Jack. It's by the hotel. And they got karaoke. And Jackie, sometimes we don't work well with karaoke
We don't
artists.
mesh well with them for some reason.
What happened, Jackie?
And we have
'Cause,
to.
wait, for the record, believe it or not, this one was on the guy and not me, but a little bit of Jackie.
Oh,
Miss Jackie, did they play Philadelphia Freedom a cappella?
Well,
acoustic?
he played it perfect. I sang it perfect. And for some reason, the guy lost his shit and we got kicked out of the bar.
While you were singing.
There's more to that story.
Yeah, that's definitely got a few holes in the story there.
Miss Jackie, I don't think you're being truthful.
I think now, honey child, as you're sitting there next to Pastor Jim, I just want you to tell the truth. The truth shall set you free.
I did sing it great.
You did sing it great, and you looked awesome.
And I wasn't even going to sing because we put it in and we went outside and was hanging with everybody on the patio. We came in to leave.
And they called your name.
Can we get Jacqueline Smith on the stage? I'm like, honey, it's me.
Yeah, Jackie's never going to say, no, fuck no, I don't want to sing. She's going to sing.
When you were saying, Mama, it's time to go, which I was surprised.
Well, I did want to hear it, but it was time to go.
Okay. So anyway.
And we probably should have left.
We probably should have left.
Because here's what happened next. Jackie is tearing it up. And sometimes instead of singing into the microphone, what do you like to do when you karaoke?
I like to come off the stage and sing into your wiener.
Yeah, Jackie will do that.
Really cute, though. It's not weird.
I think Tay-Tay's grandma would love it. She would like... But you were getting into it.
Oh, yeah.
And then what happened?
And then... we think the karaoke guy said something so weird and off key, and I don't even remember really what he said.
It didn't sink in right away.
It didn't.
So you walk over.
Yeah, well, I finished my song.
She finished her song, everybody.
And I told Jim, I was like, oh, I think he was just kidding. And so I walked
But we couldn't tell what he said.
Yeah, we couldn't really tell what he said, but I knew it was messed up.
And what did he say?
So I walked up and I said, did you just say that I'm white trash? He said, get the F out of here, you white trash.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
He didn't take kindly into her singing into my man zone. And he was calling her trash.
Yeah, he was calling me trash, you guys.
That guy has some fucking nerve being at Danny Jack's calling anybody fucking trash.
So I got called white trash.
So what did I say to him?
Well, I said I ain't white.
Yeah, she goes, I ain't white. And I say, trash. I said, fuck you, fucker. Get the fuck out of here. And he's like, take your trash out. Take the trash out.
Yeah. And so we got escorted out.
I've got to say, Miss Jackie, he's lucky the ReAmp crew wasn't there.
Right?
I know.
I was like, where's my boys?
I would have fucked him up for you. Where's them Bobby videos?
We were going to fight over spilt forks.
I know.
Imagine that shit.
Hey,
Lord.
And we have somebody got it all on video, but they got the end of the song and we couldn't get it loaded before we got here, so we think we've got the whole thing on video.
Well, we got up to the end of the song.
Up to the end of the song.
But we couldn't tell what the hell he said during the song.
Yeah, he said something during the song.
Singing into my weenage.
Yeah.
I guess they frown upon that in some places.
Yeah. In Chicago, of all places.
I got called white trash, and then he's yelling on the mic, take the trash out.
Like Abe Froman.
White Dave.
Yeah.
The sausage king of Chicago. How dare him.
So see what happened? You guys can't leave us ananymore.
I told Jim, I said, people that run karaoke are just a little
sensitive.
I was telling Mark, I'm like, are you sure we should leave them by themselves? Mark goes, well, we gotta go.
I was like, oh, honey, please don't punch him. Let's make it to St. Louis at least.
Fuck you, fucker! And then before I know it, we were in a car leaving. I'm like, oh, that escalated quickly.
Yep.
So I think with that, we did most of the part was really, really awesome. As we move on to our next segment of the show, what do you say? I think we're going to go to...
What you want to go to?
I think we're going to go to 50 and fucked, boys and girls.
All right, let's do it.
We got a very special 50 and fucked. And
oh, good Lord.
We got a picture. First of all, as we get into this segment, I think Jackie was a little disappointed because we went to her old house.
That's mine.
And she went through some barrels to find some old stuff.
Yeah, and my 50 and fucked was I had already been through them, I guess, a few years ago and completely forgot.
And she forgot she already did it.
But there was a few things.
She did find a few things. Taylor, can you put those pictures up that we found of Jackie? There it is. There's Jackie. Obviously, on the right, that's when she just joined the Navy. Thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you. Beautiful.
Appreciate it. How old were you when you joined the Navy? Right out of high school?
Right out of high school.
So you're 17, 18?
I turned 18 in boot camp.
Okay. And to the left, there's a younger Jackie.
Yeah, so I was probably 14 or 15 there.
There it is. There it is.
It's funny finding those.
Look how beautiful you are, Mama.
Oh.
You gorgeous thing. But the 15 fuck part was she forgot that she already been through the barrel and took all the stuff that she needed.
Hey, I found these 2 pictures, and I found a Pizza Hut that said Jackie and a McDonald's that said Jacqueline. When I worked at those 2 places, I'm like, really? That's all that I kept in these barrels for 40 years?
Oh.
Miss Jackie, in the words of my grandma, you're a fox.
Ah, yeah. Foxy
She
lady.
uses that word a lot.
Nice.
Thank you.
But to extend it even more, I don't know if we told you guys, but after you guys left and I did my reunion, we got a rental car, went down to St. Louis, where Miss Jackie's from.
Oh, man.
Yep. And
Was
we got
that a metallic pea?
It was a metallic mint green pea. Ford Fiesta. We drove down to go see some of Jackie's family, and on a very special edition of 50 and Fucked, I got to interview the first man that basically got to have relations with my wife.
Not basically, he
did. No, he did. Yep. So we're going to go to the interview. Jackie, do you want to say anything before?
Oh, my God.
Jackie's first beau.
I was embarrassed as shit.
I think it's time to roll tape and let's enjoy the 50 and Fucked interview with Jackie and her first boy toy. All right, it's the Jimbo and Jackie show.
3 times a charm.
That's right. We are excited because we're on a very special field trip. We had to send the crew back to California, so we're doing it rogue style. And Jackie,
Yes.
Jackie, why don't you tell who that fine gentleman to your right is?
So this is my good friend Carl Zerna. He was
Here
my
I am.
very first boyfriend ever.
Ever? And she left me for somebody better.
He knows.
Is that good?
That's it. Well, I think
I'm sorry you couldn't make it. Okay, you
Well
turn.
said. That's awesome. Now, what's kind of cool is, Jackie, do you know how Carl and I are related?
Related?
You didn't know this?
No.
Carl and I are technically Eskimo brothers.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
That's when 2
I didn't.
guys separately have had sex with the same woman. So we're Eskimo brothers, Carl.
And you know what? It's not all bad. So don't be judging us.
Is that crazy? We're hanging out at Zerner's Auto and Meat Sales, and from what I heard, and I've had, Carl's got good meat, and Jackie and I have both had it, and we liked it.
It's called the unending end. You can eat all you want. There's still more at the table, and we'll have more tomorrow.
That's right. Now, Carl, I do got to ask you, I never had the honor and privilege of meeting the fine man who made this gorgeous woman, Jackie. What was Jackie's dad like to you?
Well, the one thing I can remember is that he was very, very strict.
Yep.
And you had to have Jackie home on time.
Yes.
If not, his little sister or her little sister would come running out going, I'm telling Dad, I'm telling Dad. Oh, yeah.
Did you always have her home on time, or were you always late?
I was late one time.
How'd that go?
It didn't go good.
Didn't go good.
It didn't go good. And we had a flat tire on a Camaro.
Really?
Coming, honest to God,
Really?
I'm telling the truth. Ask.
You weren't trying to get a little action?
No. I got in trouble for telling the truth. And I was only like 25 minutes late. I changed a flat tire on a Camaro.
Right. You remember that?
Yes, I remember.
Okay.
It was
And
on
I
the
got-
Trans Am.
No, it was Camaro.
Oh,
Camaro.
was it?
Before it was before the Trans
Look
Am.
at they're fighting just like back in the old days. I'm kidding.
But anyway, I got in trouble, and that was kind of the end of Jackie and I on account of because her dad was really, really mean to me because I didn't have her home on time, and I said why I didn't have her home on time, and he didn't believe me.
All right. Now, do you think her dad would have liked me? Since as little
Probably
as you've
so.
gotten. You
Yeah.
think so?
Sure.
All right, cool. Now, what do you think about, now I got to be honest with you. With Jackie, it took me 3.5 hours on my first date to get some.
How many dates did you have to take before you deflowered this woman?
I don't have a clue.
No. It's just a beautiful blur. Jackie, are you embarrassed?
I really don't have a clue.
It was a while, because it was my...
Yeah,
I know where it was
different.
at. Honest to God, if you could turn that camera around, it was at Lost.
Yeah, I think it was at one of your friends' houses. That's what I thought.
Oh, they're having a
I thought it
moment.
was
I'm going to
at
step
Las
out for a
Brisas
second.
Lake. Okay, I thought it was at Las Brisas Lake, which is, honest to God, it's like only a half a mile over
They're
the tree.
fighting.
No, really.
Well, that's cool. As long as you remember it being...
Really?
It was at one of your friends' houses. Yes.
I'm wrong.
And you made me steak dinner.
Steak dinner, baby! As well
Get
as a
something
tube
right.
steak dinner. Now I'm going to say one word, and I want to see both of your faces.
Watch her
Come
face.
closer to the camera. I'm just going to say toothpaste.
Ah, stupid.
Beautiful! Now, Carl, I want you to know one thing. I don't know how in-depth you two want to talk about it, but let me just say, I paid tribute to you, Carl, about a month and a half ago. So, my fellow Eskimo brother, thanks for the tip.
Works great. Works great.
Is there anything else, Jackie?
God love her. She's a good woman, though.
That's right. Let me just
Straight
say, sometimes it's good to have fresh breath upstairs and downstairs, if you know what I mean.
And
Is
to
there
all
anything you
my
want to say?
California friends, can you see this guy?
We do no
Can you see-
politics. It's all BS on our show. But Cerno's Auto and Meat Sales, baby. Wait, go ahead, give a plug of your business.
Oh, you know what?
Tell us.
California people, I hope you have a blast, because we feel sorry for some of the people who don't live in the best environment. But hey, what the hell?
There you go.
When you slide off, just come on over to Missouri and have a blast with us. We don't have oceanfront property, but we got a host.
There you go. Jackie, do you have any parting words for your first, and since you're standing next to your last, how'd it go?
Perfect.
You're embarrassed.
Get that in reverse. Get that in reverse.
Oh, you're the
first and
first.
last.
You're the first.
Yeah, I'm the last.
He's the starter.
You're the
I'm the
last.
finisher. All right, I just remembered. We're out of toothpaste. We got to go. Thank you so much, Carl, for
Nice
being on
seeing
the
you, sir.
show. We love your meat. Oh, look at him hug. Reunited, and it felt so good. That was fun. That was priceless. Say bye, Jackie. Say bye, Carl.
Any questions?
All right, see ya, and keep flossing and brushing, people.
I'm pretty sure he wears socks with his Birkenstocks.
Hey, he used to look like Tom Cruise.
There you go.
Shit.
He probably did.
He did.
He's very... Carl and I are cool, man.
Yeah,
I get it.
He likes Jim. Jim likes him. We met. Jim met him a couple of years ago. He made us. What did he make us?
He made us fresh hamburgers from
The best burger we've ever had. From
I've
his
had
meat
Carl's
company.
meat in my mouth. It was delicious. And I don't know if for those of you who are maybe a little bit slower, I didn't tell Jackie that I was going to say one word. Because, Jackie, what does toothpaste mean to you?
Oh my God.
Just a little recap for those who didn't pick up on it.
We were at his mom and dad's house one Sunday afternoon after church.
There you go.
And we're just hanging out in his room, and he's like, I'll be right back. And he comes back with a tube of toothpaste and puts it down south and licked it off.
There it is, everybody!
Get an amen.
Amen.
It's after church, so you're good.
That's right. You got to
started with a clean slate.
clean slate. You're ready to make some new sins, and there you
Were
go.
you Catholic?
No.
Oh, you're fucked then.
Can I tell you something even crazier? You ready for this? I'm going to paraphrase a little bit because off the record, we're walking back to our car and everything. And I don't know. I thought this was pretty damn funny. Do you know what Jackie's first said to me while we were walking to the car? I just want you to know that I've never tasted a better woman.
No, she didn't.
She did.
Oh, yes, she did. No, she did.
like, what the
So I've never been instructed in this situation, so I just turned to him and I said, yeah, I know, I gave her 6 stars on Yelp, just so you know. So I think... And Jackie, how does that make you feel? That's got to make you feel good.
Well, I
Look at you getting all shy and shit now. Stupid. So I think it might be time to go to our little Slim Chiller slideshow that we put together while we were on our trip to Chicago and St. Louis, Missouri.
Shit.
We put together some cool things. We got to thank Slim Chillers.
Mr. Phil Hurley, we love you.
He was
We
on
love your
episode
product.
16.
Yep.
We got to interview him and get the full story behind it. And he helped us with our trip. And we spread the word of Slim Chillers beside the word of the Lord and the word of toothpaste. Do you got that over there, Taylor? Or you need me to drop it to you again? Here we go. I think. Oh, there it is. Yep.
That's it.
There's a slideshow. That was inside our freeze your ass off.
Inside the freezer. Look at us in a cornfield.
Cornfield with Slim Chillers. I'll let you talk, Jackie.
There we are, right before the wedding.
Yeah.
They're good for any occasion.
There he is.
There's visiting a hippo.
That's a cool picture, isn't it?
Oh my God, so cool. It's like, go get them all. Let's put them all in his mouth.
But Slim Chillers, by far, so delicious.
Oh my God.
We even tipped our Uber drivers while we were there.
We tipped her with Slim Chillers.
Yeah. We said, here you go. And they loved it.
That's a great picture.
Harley Davidson man wanted some Slim Chillers.
And some koozies.
They are available at Costco, and they're working on making it at Walmart.
And they're at Bevmo.
And Bevmo.
And I think you can order them online now. We'll have to talk to Phil about that stuff. Where all you can get them.
There's Slim Chillers with Jackie and the Elephant.
Yeah, this was a little spot on the way to St. Louis from Chicago, and we saw it on the side. It's like, perfect.
I'm the one with the bigger nose on the right. That was an elephant. There's Jackie and the Chipmunks.
They love them.
Oh, you got to like this on YouTube. And guys, wait till you see this next picture after Jackie. I think you'll like it, especially you, Taylor. Oh, there's our Aunt Audrey.
Aunt Audrey.
We turned her on
enjoying
to it. And then, wait, Route 66 girl in a dress.
She loved them.
Now, I know what you're asking.
Cochino.
That's what's under the dress right there. They painted polka dot panties on this, 40-foot statue of a woman. I had to see what was under there.
That's pretty hot.
That was cool.
Yeah, if you bring that back, Taylor, I don't know if you can get it to that scene, but I got to be honest, I think I started to chub up a little bit when I looked up at that.
I'm getting polka dot panties.
Look at that. Slim Chillers everywhere, spreading the word.
We've got boys.
That would have been funny if they had painted some hair coming out of it.
They couldn't do hair because I'm sure there's a bunch of little boys that have been vacationing with their families looking underneath that thing. Aren't you glad I got that picture, though? That should be the next billboard for Slim Chillers.
Here it is.
Whoops, there it is. Oops, there it is.
That's great.
Yes, it is the Jimbo and Jackie show.
3 times the charm.
Episode 32, enjoying a little bit of post-glow from our trip to Chicago and St. Louis. We did a great show with Ashton, Taylor, Mark. We want to bring the whole crew next time, but we had a great time. Coming up in the rest of the show, we got an interview with Mr. Skin. That's right, Mr. Cinematic Nudity. But right now, we have a very special edition of what?
Yelp sex position.
Oh, guys, look at this one. This is where we turn the mic over to our fine, upstanding producer. Producer Tay-Tay, would you mind describing the position and the name again?
So for this segment of the Jimbo and Jackie show, our Yelp sex position is Love is Blind. And this is a very horizontal position, and we've got the man on top and the woman on the bottom, and you know, that might sound like missionary, but this one, however, is quite the opposite of missionary. And so,
oh no!
Producer Ashton reminds us that the man has 4 points of contact, which is always important. Remember, when you're trying this at home, safety comes first. And so this starts. We've got,
and you may not want to do it on the shag carpeting because you may get some burns.
or wear your elbow pads.
Good call.
And so you can have you have the woman on her back. and she has her arms by her side and legs just straight up in the air, exposing the beaver to the world. And here's where it gets interesting. Okay, so the man with his 4 points of contact has his taint in the air. Here at the Jimbo and Jackie show, we love a good taint, and so the taint is facing upward, and the man is just spread, bald fucking eagle, thrusting down on the woman, facing away from her, and this is why. We get the Love is Blind, because they can't have eye contact.
No.
If you bring an ugly girl home from the bar, this is the perfect position for you. You don't have to look at her, but you get really nice thrusting. So why don't you guys tell us how it went?
Oh, I think we won't. We got tape for that to do it right now. Roll tape of what, Jackie?
Love is blind.
As we roll. Alrighty, all boned up for the Yelp sex position, which is...
Love is blind.
And this one is going in a very... Well, it's going down in a very special location. Besides where my wiener's going, it's going into a special spot, too. But tell everybody where we're at, Jackie.
We're in the house I grew up in.
What?
And we are in my old bedroom.
What?
I know, it's so awkward and weird. My dad would kick your ass right now.
If you hear lightning and all of a sudden it goes silent, you know what happened. Alrighty, well, here we are laying on your old bedroom floor.
Yeah.
And let me get you over. I think it goes.
Oh,
wow.
oh my God.
Oh, jeez. You are a very beautiful.
Oh my God. Your butt. Watch your finger, mister.
I do want to explode.
Love is definitely blind.
Oh, man.
Oh my God. Well,
What do you think?
get it in there. Oh, hold on. Love is not blind anymore. You're gonna make me toot. You got my butt so far up in the air. Look at your bunghole.
Love is blind, but we're seeing a lot more than we thought. Oh, man, this is too funny. Is this a dream come true? Did you always dream of doing this in your bedroom?
Oh, my God. All the time.
Well, dreams do come true, and I guess... I don't know if we could... I don't know if we're going to be welcome back after doing this in your old bedroom. All right, I think it was a good time.
I think it was a great time.
Have you done this before in your room?
No, never. I've never had a boy in my bedroom.
Oh, my.
Never here.
Did you ever have a boy in here?
Only you.
You give good lie. I love you. Say goodbye. We're going to just walk, I guess, hump down memory lane. See ya.
See ya.
Oh my God.
Oh. I'm telling you, I wish. I'll tell you what. Amen. Amen. And I would have done that one a lot longer, but sad to say, Jackie's sister pulled up, and they got a gravel driveway, and we could hear it. And we're like, oh, gotta go.
My dad would have kicked your ass.
I would have done it in front of your dad.
Well,
is that a bucket list, Miss Jackie?
Hey, I had always thought of that. I was like, oh, I just love to bring my boyfriend to my bedroom.
Yeah, and just
but back then it wasn't Jimbo. It was like Davy Jones.
Carl was the name.
Yeah, and he never got into that room.
No guys ever walked up those steps to that bedroom.
That. Wow.
How special do you feel?
I feel very, very special, and I definitely want to do that one over again because I got to be honest. You got the most beautiful brown eye I've ever seen.
Good. All right, Carl Jr.
Carl Jr., I get what you're saying right there. Oh, that's hilarious. But did you guys think that we would actually be able to go to the bedroom that Jackie grew up in?
No, I knew exactly what was going to go down.
Yeah.
To St. Louis.
I was pretty damn proud of myself when I'm like, oh my God, here we are in Jackie's bedroom. I can't wait to one day.
Did you creep in? Like you're sneaking in?
Oh.
We didn't have time to do the little role play. Yeah, we're gonna recreate that one, damn for sure. I tell you what.
Well, it ain't my bedroom no more, and it was a little awkward, to be honest.
Instead of saying I had to look at a Green Bay Packer poster a couple times. Enough said.
Did it make you angry?
Oh, it did. I think it did a little extra pile drive for us on that one. All right, I think it's that time. What do you say? You know, life is a competition, so that's why we try to enjoy a little bit of the good life here with a little competition with the Shambong.
And not everyone gets a trophy here.
And we forgot to tell you guys, big news, and I think Natasha knows the most about this. We are Shambassadors?
We are Shambassadors.
Shambassadors. Yeah. Something like that. If we could have Natasha, please report to the mic. Please report to the mic and tell us what the fuck is going on with Shambong.
Well, you two have been officially picked to be Shambassadors.
Shambassadors, baby.
Wow.
Nice. And how did that happen? What did we have to do?
I submitted your application along with your Instagram, and I wrote a big novel about how we plug it on every single podcast.
We do, and we love it.
And we love it. So they picked you both. So moving forward in all the copy for YouTube or the podcast, we will make sure that we have the code up there, and all of you will get a special discount on behalf of Jimbo and Jackie.
Wow. We wish we could go everywhere and shambong with all of you.
You can shambong your heart away. And it is cheaper to buy it through YouTube than on Amazon.
There you go.
Oh, is that the place where they should subscribe and maybe share and like?
You should definitely like us on Instagram, Facebook, and on your favorite podcast platform and YouTube.
Nice. Can you believe that I got to nail Jackie in her old bedroom? That was kind of cool.
I couldn't breathe for a minute. I was laughing so hard, and then in my head I was like, oh my God, if that were my parents, I'd be dead.
And be sure to put toothpaste on the shopping list, is all we're saying. All right. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, he gave me a sex tip, too. I've never done this before. Go ahead, Jackie, you chug-a-lug.
Was it leave your socks on?
I think Jackie's first was a freak, too, just like me. Because he told me, and I've never done this before, and I think it's fucking brilliant, put your girl up on the counter by the kitchen sink and use that little hose and spray it on the little vibrato one.
Oh.
I'm just saying. Oh, Jackie, what are you rubbing? Where's your hands? Where are you going? Did you hear him give me that tip?
I heard. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
So Carl's like saying, this is how I want you to do it to Jackie next time. And if you don't mind, can you ever call you Carl for an hour? No, I'm kidding. He didn't say that part.
I want to take off your dress.
Yes. Yes.
And I want to take off your bra.
Yeah. Whoa! Damn. Nice. I think I may need a little bit of the Star Wars music as I chug-a-lug because I don't know if I'm going to be able to come close to that.
I was waiting for the hit it, Ashton. You didn't do none of that shit.
Too much going on today's show, I guess.
So here.
So many memories.
So can you tell me, Miss Jackie, tell me that? No.
Sorry, I couldn't hold it in. I had to let it out.
Oh, shit. Well,
I know.
Well, that's on me.
But that's okay.
That's for me.
Hey, I tell you what. I have to go pee-pee so bad. You guys interviewed Jackie about what it was like to see her first.
Okay.
And do an interview.
Go pee, honey.
I'm sorry. I gotta go. I'll be right back.
Miss Jackie.
What's up, you guys?
How was it?
It was so awkward. It was awkward and fun. Carl's always a good sport, but it was just awkward as hell.
But the question is...
Yes.
Can you picture him on top of you right now?
No.
Go.
No.
So we heard you guys have been looking for a third. Do you think you found a candidate for that?
It's got to be a girl. Carl, bless his heart, he would probably be a third.
Carl would definitely not take off his socks. He would definitely leave them on. He's a sock guy. And maybe if he wears boxer shorts, he might leave those on too. Just poking out the hoe.
Poking out the hoe. Well, I'm going to ask him. We're going to ask him about that.
Well, well then, Miss Jackie, you got all our questions.
Do you think we found a candidate for a threesome?
Negative. I was going to ask him, you know what I forgot to do on the interview?
What?
I was going to say, if you can guess the color of Jackie's panties, you get to nail her one last time.
And what would you have done if he guessed it?
There would have been no way he would have guessed olive green. Victoria's Secret sparkling model.
Yeah, there's
But I
no
guess if
way.
he did, I'd just have to sit there and just hold the camera and say, "Pound her, Carl, pound her."
Well, he's a hunter. He may have caught that.
You'd be cuckold?
Oh, yeah, that is something on Lobster Tube. That is one of those things. Like some
What
people,
is it called?
What's it called again? How do you say it?
Cuckold?
And that's like a fetish for some guys.
What is that?
What is it, Ashton?
Well, imagine a really skinny Caucasian dude with a really hot wife.
Yes.
Getting pounded by a really large black guy. And he's pretending like, oh, I hate it. But he's looking at the same time like, oh, don't stop.
Oh, you can't do that, honey.
Don't.
I love you too much.
It's a word from like the 17th century. It used to that's what they would call guys who were cheated on by their wives.
Random fact.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
Quackle?
Cuckold.
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 Jeez.
Fun fact for you.
That is a fun fact.
Uh-oh, is somebody going to lobster tube tonight? What's going on?
Well, we haven't been in our own bed for a week, so I'm thinking yes.
Okay, there you go. I like your thinking. And man, we got to move on with the show. This has been a fun show of the Jimbo and Jackie Show.
3 times still a charm.
Thank you so much for subscribing on your favorite platforms. And thank you so much for leaving us reviews. And thank you to Slim Chillers for making this trip to Chicago a possibility.
Oh, so much fun.
And there was a guy I met in my radio days by the name of Mr. Skin. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, there's his book right there. I had to find the guy for 20 years. He has been documenting every time an actress gets naked or shows panties or anything. He's got all these categories on an awesome website. And I kind of remembered where his office was, but I kind of didn't. So we went on a little field trip, and here's Jackie and I trying to find the awesome, coolest dude on the planet, Mr. Skin in Chi-Town. Better at it? All right, it's the Jimbo and Jackie Show.
3 times the charm.
And we are on our field trip right now in Chicago, Chi-Town, Windy City. It's it. We're with the team ReAmp here. We got our producer Mark sitting up front, who's guiding it quite well. Yeah. At least keep one hand on the wheel. At least one hand. We're not that picky. And there's Ashton over there. Make a sound effect. That's what he's known for on their show. And of course, we got Tay-Tay, the man, the guy who gives the best descriptions ever on the Yelp sex position, man in the camera. And Jackie,
Yes,
did you know that Mr. Skin, do you know who Mr. Skin is?
I've heard you talk about it.
That's right. He's got an awesome website that basically it chronicles all female nudity of all cinema, of all eras, all time periods. And he is celebrating 20 years with that website showing boobies and buddies, butts and...
Buddies.
buddies.
My
buddy.
my buddy. So we thought, how cool would it be, since we're in Chicago, to go find where he does all this madness, maybe see some boobs, maybe see some butts, and give him a Jimbo and Jackie t-shirt.
Yeah, maybe give him a Jimbo Jackie booby shot.
Oh, look at Jackie trying to get in.
See what happens.
See if Mr. Skin
See if I can get on that
seduce you.
site.
Hey.
Go viral.
Maybe we'll ask him to film one of our Yelp sex positions.
There you go.
But I kind of know where it's at, but I don't know exactly. So we're going to figure it out. It's going to be finding Mr. Skin on this field trip of the Jimbo and Jackie show.
3 times a charm.
I know he's around here, Jackie.
I know. Do you remember anything about it?
I remember it was in a brick building, but that's all I see is brick buildings.
That's all that's around here.
I know, but I know it's like down an alley a little bit.
Huh.
Man, you gotta celebrate. He just turned, Mr. Skin just turned 20. Yeah, boobies, butts. He's done so much for this community. It's incredible what Mr. Skin has done.
I think as a 20-year-old. I wish I turned my boobies up my
Hey, do you know where Mr. Skin is? Get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah. Skin!
Mr. Skin!
Where are ya? Man, he's playing games. He said it's right around here. Skin! Skin! Skin!
Yeah, he's right up there, man. He's right up there. He's close by.
Thank you so
welcome.
much.
Have a nice day.
We found it, beautiful.
Skin!
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 He's probably listening.
Think so?
Yeah, there's a door. There's also a camera.
Right there, I see the camera.
Hi.
How you doing today?
Good. How can I help you?
I'm here to see Pete and Mr. Skin. It's a Jimbo and Jackie show.
Oh yeah, come on up.
You got it. Come on up. That's some power.
I don't know. I think this was a fail. Push.
Of course, this is where Mr. Skin does his stuff. Let's celebrate. I know we got nipple on our show. Look at that. Right areola. All right. You can zoom in on that. But here is the almost interview that never, ever happened. Here's us with MrSkin.com. All right, here we are. It's the Jimbo and Jackie show.
3 times a charm.
That's right, on a field trip downtown Chicago, and we're hanging out at Mr. Skin's headquarters. Give it up for Mr. Skin. How we doing?
Doing great. Thanks for having me, you guys. I really appreciate it. I mean, so many years of going on your show, and now you're bringing your show, in a sense, to the Skin offices.
It's badass. And you moved. We were actually on the hunt.
I feel terrible that I didn't know that you thought that was my current office, because we moved out of there over a year ago.
Yeah. No, this place is beautiful.
Yeah, this is nice. You know, what happens is we were in that space for probably 15 years now. And over time, you just, you start different little companies, and different departments get bigger or smaller, and it just gets all like jerry-rigged. And it's,
Gotcha.
This place was completely raw. We came in and built it to what, we knew we would like, and it's wonderful. Our people love this space. People do freak out though when they come here, because they think it's so quiet and it's weird. But
everybody's on headphones.
They're on headphones. It's like they're looking at porn.
Yeah.
But they're not yelling and screaming.
Yeah, we would love that job.
Yeah, if you ever need some interns, I think Jackie and
get in line to be a skin turn here.
I guess that'd be crazy to be in the office if they didn't have headphones. You hear,
yeah, it is. And it's funny because this has been happening to me forever. I've been doing this 20 years where I like.
Congratulations! You just celebrated an anniversary.
20 years of MrSkin.com. but like I'll be walking by, you know, a 20-something's computer, and it'll be like a sex scene in a movie, and they're going at it, and I'm thinking to myself, it's the only place you could work where you get in trouble if you don't have.
That's right.
You missed your calling. Huh?
I know. So
most people like hide the porn when the boss walks by here. It's like, hey, boss.
They're hiding the Amazon. You know, they're doing all that.
Look at that girl going down on that guy. He's the great work, guys.
What's his taint look like?
My wife has an obsession with my taint, which I don't think. Is there any?
Thank God someone does.
Wife 1, 2, bye, police.
It is a weird obsession. You don't. I think you would never have.
It's beautiful.
Is there a taint category for the ladies?
Oh yeah, we have taint playlists and stuff.
Oh, do you?
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite taint? Do you have one?
Oh my God! Well, there's a movie called Two Moon Junction where Sherilyn Fenn shows taint, and it's a very rare. It doesn't happen a lot in movies, obviously, because it's a very private area.
Yes,
now,
it is.
I can tell you, I have zero favorite men taints. Just so you know.
You haven't seen mine. It looks like a cheetah. Well, we'll say that for another day. But
that's another podcast.
Now, this is pretty damn exciting. 20 years of doing this. Was it just you by yourself when you started this company, or was it you and a brother?
Well, I had a tech.
Eating a bag of Cheetos?
I had a tech person, which I needed because I'm not technically savvy when it comes to this. But I was horny. I knew my nudity. I had been practicing my whole life, but someone heard me. I was going on local radio shows as this guy that if you asked me any actress, I knew if they'd been nude up the top of my head. And it was just for fun in the 90s in Chicago radio. You know, it was interesting. There was this guy, it was before the internet, before Facebook, before Google, before you could search this stuff.
Yeah.
And if I went on the air and someone said, you know, has Julie Andrews ever done a nude scene? I'd say, oh yeah, the movie SOB at the hour and 45-minute mark.
Isn't it incredible? He says exactly what part of the movie, so you can skip to the nudity. That's the catchphrase.
Well, and that was the thing. But I was doing it for fun, and I had, you know, an interest in it. I was good at it, but then the internet came around, and somebody heard me on the radio, and they said, you know, you got to put what's in your head into a website.
Yeah.
And I said, what's a website? I had no idea. It was like 1997 or 8, and I was like, what's a website? I didn't even know. And they explained it to me, and, you know, I quit my job. I got to say, I took a chance. I quit my job.
What was that job?
I was a clerk at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. I wasn't a broker, so there's the big futures pits with all the brokers. Remember the guys with the hand signals and they're yelling and screaming and trading? Then there's all the phone people where orders are coming in, and I was at the top of the pit as a clerk. So I was making money, nothing great, and I took a chance. You know, I was in my mid-30s, and I left the Merc to start this. I raised, I think, $70,000 from brother-in-law and a broker, $35,000 each.
And they were all in it. Did you have to sell them on the idea? Were they like, I'm in?
Well, yeah, I mean, they figured they'd at least make their money back. As it turns out, I bought them out and they made tons of their money. But, you know, it was a chance for me. Here's the thing. If I was making $100,000 or something, I never would have taken the chance to do this. And it's almost like, because I was kind of a failure, I didn't really have much to lose to start.
We can relate to it. We got a segment on our show called 50 and Fucked. We're still trying to figure it out.
I've tried to get Jim to quit his job since the day I met him.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, what are you doing at this radio station all these years? You need to be in front of people. I'm so excited to have
Get that taint out there, Jim.
People need to see the taint.
Not just hear that beautiful voice.
Now go ahead, test Mr. Skin out here. Shout out an actress if you know one.
Julia Ormond.
Oh my God, she had a movie called Baby of Making in about 1997, and it's one of the greatest nude while in a pig stable you're ever going to see. Yes, I can't. Yeah, I was saying that's an obscure foreign actress that she.
Are you impressed?
I love it. I love her. Yeah, she's gorgeous. Full frontal nudity, but it's in a pig stable.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to see that.
And let's ask Taylor, who's manning the camera over here. You got an actress you thinking of, or are you too focused on my taint?
What about Zoe Deschanel?
Oh, she did a movie called Gigantic, where she's in a pool and you can see her topless. Very good question, yes.
Look at that. Anybody else for the peanut gallery over here?
Well, we have a test.
You mean the penis gallery?
That's my boys. We're a bunch of nuts hanging out with this asshole.
and then his tank.
we were talking about the movie Meatballs yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
With Bill Murray.
Yeah. Kristen Bell, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I know her.
You know her?
Yeah, and when I found out about, so you obviously, I'm not going to.
Well, what's interesting about that was she's one of the few actresses in the history of movies, Tracy Lords being one, Jenna Jameson being one, that has done mainstream and porn. She did a porn movie called Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, that's what he was telling us about that on her travels.
There's not many actresses that were able to have careers in both, real careers in both. And usually once you're in porn, you're fucked. But she's one, and you know her personally. That's really cool.
I do, probably because of that.
Did you ever get to kiss her?
Because she's, my wife watches this.
Okay. We'll smell your finger later.
No. She's a good friend. She's, we're both in our 60s.
Okay, quit bragging. You're name dropping right now. Is there any actresses that have ever gotten angry at you because of MrSkin.com?
It's not. The answer is in the history of it. Yeah, there's been actresses that have been upset that the content's at our website, but it's not what you think. It's not the famous actresses. It's the very obscure actresses that maybe went on to be school teachers or whatever.
Gotcha.
And a lot of times, I'll get an email like, "Hey, listen, I was in a movie. I did one movie in the '90s, and now I'm a banker.
Yeah.
Whatever. Could you remove that content?" And I'm always very.
What do you say? No.
I'm always very cool about that stuff.
Yeah.
I
respect that.
Respect that completely, but. Famous actresses could care less because it's out there.
They've made it. Yeah. If anything, it probably makes them more popular than ever.
100%.
Do you have a favorite?
Well,
nudity scene?
I always say, in the history of movies, my favorite nude scene is Phoebe Cates in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, where she opens the bikini.
Yes. I've been thinking of you, Brad.
Yes, and she walks in, and Judge Reinhold's working the gavel.
That's
And if you think about it, at the time, she was like, she was like a Kardashian type. Not that I shouldn't use that because they're nude so much, but she was on the cover of Teen Beat magazine.
Yeah.
Young guys were really into Phoebe Cates.
She helped
the movie was great, right? The movie was great, and
the scene was awesome,
and the music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the cars. I always remember that.
Moving in stereo.
Yeah. Now I know. Do you ever have a bad day at work?
No, I mean, I'm the one that's in rush hour traffic going, God damn it, I gotta get to that lesbian scene meeting at 9:30 that office. So, no, that's one of the things that I think my big takeaway from doing this for 20 years is, yes, we've had a lot of success.
Yeah, big time.
Maybe
Congrats.
more money than I ever should have made, but I think the big takeaway from all this is that I've had so much fun for 20 years. I mean, I used to go on your show. That was part of my job. I'm on the show talking about nude scenes.
Yeah.
And you and many other shows around the country, not to mention just, being at the office and, getting to look at nude scenes. It's fun.
Right.
And the other thing, too, is like, it wasn't like I was a kid saying, when I grew up, I want to be an expert on celebrity nudity. It just kind of happened.
How did it happen?
Well,
who gave you your first boner?
I was actually in a bar in Chicago, a place called Charlie's Ale House, and what would happen inevitably is, we'd have a few beers and guys would start quizzing me on actresses like you guys were just doing. And it's fun, right?
Yeah.
It just so happened that night when I was working at the Merc, that this is in the mid-'90s, where a guy had a radio show in Chicago, and he was like, you know this stuff off the top of your head? And I said, yeah. And he goes, you gotta come on my show because I think people would be really fascinated with this. Who was that guy? Harry Tyrowitz.
Okay.
He's from ES, at time, he was on a station called WMVP in Chicago. It was an AM station. So I left the Merc. It was the middle of the day. They were doing middays, and they were filling in for 2 weeks actually. And I took a cab from the Chicago Mercantile Exchange to the John Hancock building, whatever floor they were on. I go there. I'm thinking, wow, this is kind of cool. I have my 15 minutes of fame.
Right.
I had never called into a radio show, never been interviewed on a radio show. So I go over there. Before I went there, I said, listen, I'm not going in with my real name. Let's come up with this. It's so creepy.
Was this the evolution?
Well, and then he goes, okay, we'll help you with the name. How about Mr. Naked? And I'm like, yeah, that's all right. And he goes, how about Mr. Skin? And I was like, yeah, I like that. And sorry about this noise. We have people working on the facing of the building.
That's right, working it. That's right. Sorry about this.
Yeah.
Sorry about this.
So anyway, so I go in there. I go in there, and they start opening the phone lines, and they're asking me actresses, and I'm nailing everyone, doing it. But I'm thinking, wow, this is fun, man.
Yeah.
It's really fun. Like the energy.
Forget baseball stats.
They had me on for like 20 minutes a segment. And then they cut the commercial and they say, hey, thanks so much for coming on. And I thought, man, that was great, but that was my 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
Right? As I'm walking out the door, the producer taps me on the shoulder and go, we had so many people on hold that wanted to talk to you. Would you want to come back and do this again?
Hell yeah.
And I remember thinking, I go, I kind of have something here. I just didn't know what I had.
Yeah.
And like, what is this?
Right.
And it just. Luckily, the internet came about.
Yes.
And so I was going on the radio for a couple of years, just doing it, like I said, to promote. I wasn't promoting anything. I wasn't promoting a website, a book, myself. Other than myself, just as this freaky guy that he is. The internet came, and I took the chance in the very early days of the internet, before YouTube and all that. And here we are 20 years later. It's unbelievable.
So awesome. The Rain Man of nudity, right over here, man. That's so awesome.
I'm more the stain man.
Well, congratulations on 20 years. And we looked it up. China is usually the gift for a 20th anniversary. So we got you a T-shirt that was made in China.
Oh, that's very nice.
So we got
the former woman wrestler.
That smells a little bit like it, but we want to present you with that.
Is that awesome? Very nice. Thank you guys, and good luck with the podcast. I'm very excited you guys are doing it. Yeah, it's awesome.
We're very, very proud.
20 years later, I'll be on your show.
Can you believe it? I like that. We'd love to have you on as a regular, and I made a deal with the Chicago police. If you put this on your vehicle, you can go 15 miles an hour over the limit. It's okay as long as you got that. And we got some koozies to keep everything cold for you, all right?
You guys, I can't believe you got this huge staff of people.
Look at it.
You got swag, you got beautiful studios, you travel.
I'm growing up.
It's like, is this like, I didn't know podcasting was so lucrative. I'm gonna get a phone call.
Okay, yeah, we can talk. We'll work on something together. Yeah. My producer's already going, we'll call you. We got you. Well, Mr. Skin, thank you so much for opening up your heart, your studio doors. It took us a little while, but we did find it. I mean, it was well worth it.
Yeah.
And thanks for bringing boobs to America and the world.
My pleasure. Thanks for stopping in, guys.
You got anything you want to say, Mr. Skin?
I wonder what your favorite size of a boob is.
I'm a 34D natural.
Look at that.
For me, natural.
I forgot to ask you this. Do you have any kids?
Yes, 3.
Do they know what Daddy does?
Yeah, they're old enough now.
Yeah. Do you let them surf the net while they're at home?
Yeah, they do. Well, you know what? I have 2 girls, which would never come on my website. Younger girls. My son, I had a book come out.
Can't get him out of his room.
My son read I did a biography, an autobiography, and my son read the book in one night. He was fascinated. He was 13 years old.
It's
so he was right at that age, right?
Well, if you're looking to adopt anybody, we'd love to be Mr. Skin's dependent. Well, we can't thank you enough, man.
Yeah, Jimbo.
An honor and a pleasure, man.
You're awesome. That was so much fun. So much fun. Congratulations.
A successful field trip at Mr. Skin's, but producer Mark has a question.
So tube socks or Kleenex? What's the
my tube socks usually can stand in a corner.
That's right. It looked like a lamppost. All right, field trip is done. Well, mission accomplished, Jackson. Can you believe it?
I can't believe we actually made it happen.
We had some doubts, running around, made a few. Well, you made a friend. I didn't make a friend, but man, we got it. We got Mr. Skin. We got the interview.
We got the interview.
And we got the book to prove it.
Yep.
Right. Oh, Mr. Skin totally rocks. Check him out, MrSkin.com, if you want to see some of these and some of those and these. You know what I'm talking about?
Indeed.
Yeah. No, that ain't on there. Oh. One taint, though. We did find out there is taint.
No. This is your taint.
Oh. MrSkin.com. Check him out today. You'll be glad you did.
Awesome.
What a fun field trip and what a fun guy.
He was so nice. He was so nice.
Being Mr. Skin, 20 years. I remember the first time I did a radio interview with him, and I'm like going, this guy needs to be on every month. every month.
You have the best ideas ever, honey. And now
I do.
Now you can tell them all.
I got a good one tonight, but I'll tell you later. But MrSkin.com, you got to check it out.
Awesome.
Being Mr. Skin, that's his book. What a story. What a talent. You think about it. How cool is that? The fact that he's able to tell any actress what movie they did their little fun scenes that you've been dying to see.
That's so cool.
Yeah, he's badass.
It's
We need to go
amazing.
back for sure.
Good
Congrats.
things come to good people.
That's right.
You could tell he was a good-hearted person. I loved him.
Totally.
That's
Mr.
cool.
Skin, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
all the awesome memories. Thank you for giving us some time to do our awesome field trip.
Yeah.
Keep up the great work, and we can't wait to go back there. And I think it's time to wrap up the show almost.
I think so. Beautiful.
And this is where we usually go, a little Carson Kasem. That's right.
You're so cool.
We're doing a podcast show, Mrs. Cool. And there were some things I couldn't say on the radio, but I can say whatever the hell I want
That's right. They can suck it.
on our podcast. I channel the cousin of Carson Kasem, Casey Kasem's cousin. And Jackie's going to pick a word we can't say on the radio, but we can say on the podcast. I'm going to use it in a sentence as I go to my readers. And I'm here to remind you, keep your gland in her hand and your pole in her hole. I'm moving my finger, Jackie. You tell me when to stop, I'll pick a word, and you'll use it in a sentence.
Stop.
Whoa!
Have I used it yet?
Nope.
Good Lord.
Snatch is a word you can't say on the radio, but you can say on the Jimbo and Jackie podcast.
They tend to
Snatch.
charm.
You know what snatch is, don't you?
Is it my coochie?
Yeah, vagina. I'm Carson Kasem, reminding you to keep your gland in her hand, your pole in her hole, and Jackie's going to use snatch in a sentence to close out the show. Oh, she's giggling. She's ready for a good one. Everybody, she's a little bit buzzed from the Shambongs. In case you just tuned in, we are Shambassadors. We do Shambongs, and we're going to figure out a way you get discounts on it. Here we go. Ashton's doing a drum roll or something. I don't know what the hand signals in the studio, but go ahead and talk if you want. Sentence.
I like that Jimbo's almost ready to punch me in the snatch.
What? Where did that come from? You want me to punch your snatch?
With that big old wolf pussy, you come down all.
There it is, everybody.
Just a little.
I've slapped it, but I haven't punched it yet.
Just a little punch, not a big one.
But man, what a show.
Maybe slap it.
I'll slap it around. We'll have a good time with it tonight, and we hope you had a good time with the Jimbo and Jackie show.
They tend to charm.
Episode 32 is just about in the books, and what a great trip it was going to Chicago.
Aw.
Episode 31 had a little bit of the Chi-Town, but episode 32 had some of the fun that happened afterwards. And
yeah,
I got to tell you, man, thank you, Slim Chillers, for being a sponsor and
Phil,
getting us out to Chicago.
So much.
He's on episode 16 if you want to hear the evolution of that.
It's so awesome to have a product that we freaking love.
We love it. We love it.
Love.
We also want to thank Mr. Skin for letting us in.
Thank you,
Mr. Skin. Awesome office. Pick up his book, Being Mr. Skin. 20 years he's been doing it. Also, Taylor, you were a great traveling comrade.
Oh
we
my
want to thank you
gosh.
for being part of it.
Finding the LLC and finding the address. That's brilliant.
Turn them on. Producer Ashton, we're not going to thank you because you fucked up right there.
Hey, but what's new? Ashton's fucking up again, so
Yeah.
that's okay. But no, it was a really great time. I couldn't have asked for any better travel companions, and I was just so relieved when I saw all of you come on the plane. because I thought I was going to go to Chicago all by
Oh,
myself.
my
That
God.
just would have been great.
And Taylor was even texting our phones. They just called last call.
Yeah,
Or
and
not
we're-
last call.
And we're
but-
at the bar next to the terminal, like, yeah, fuck it, don't worry about it, nerd. We'll be there.
I noticed Taylor didn't sit by any of us. on that trip.
No, he wanted to be disassociated from us.
I'm not with that party.
He barely said hello when we got on the
I
plane.
know. Like, yeah, just keep going. Your seats are back there.
And I'm all, hey, T!
The only reason he talked to me is because we made eye contact.
Yeah. Responsible people are here. Irresponsible in the back. Keep going. Keep going. Ashton, thank you for being so awesome. You make us smile every time we just
Yeah.
look at your fucking face.
Oh, I love you guys, man.
We
Sorry
love
for
you so
fucking up
much.
sometimes, but hey,
Hey.
don't work
We
for
all
NASA.
fuck up. Jim fucked up twice.
We don't work
That's
for
right.
NASA. We don't work for NASA.
That's right. I fucking love that saying. We don't work
Yeah.
for NASA. Nobody fucking died because you couldn't get
Jim
the right.
always says that.
Always says that. Natasha, thank you for making us chambassadors.
Yes.
Producer Mark, thank you for doing all you do. We're sorry you're in Miami right now in a place where you can't understand a word they're saying, but you'll be back on our next episode.
And Josh, thank you for all the awesome freaking photos.
Yes.
Damn.
Josh kicked ass. And also, thank you, Jason and Renee, for letting me officiate your wedding. It was a
Aw.
true honor. Thank you, class of 85. Thank you, class of 80 through 85, because we made a lot of new
Yeah.
friends.
Oh my God. We made a ton of new friends this trip.
And Jackie, I don't know which philosopher I'm quoting, but thank you so much for having one of the best tasting coochies I've ever had. Rewind this episode if you don't understand that. But it's been a beautiful fucking journey. Here we are closing out episode 32. Jackie, I can't thank you enough for wanting to be a part of this insanity, wanting to go to my class reunions, being so supportive. Let's go fuck it. Let's end the show.
Let's do it, beautiful.
All right, it's time, everybody. Please subscribe on your favorite podcast platform, and don't forget to leave us a review. Bad, good, any suggestions you got, we'll take them all.
And I got us a room right up the street.
That's right. Like us on Facebook and Instagram. It's every day. There you go. Fuck the one you're with, as that song said. Or love the one you're with, whatever. You can do whatever you want to her. And, yeah, we're going to figure out this thing since now I'm a pastor. We want to marry or renew some of the vows of some of you crazy, beautiful bastards that love the Jimbo and Jackie show.
3 times the charm.
It's time to say goodbye, Jackie.
Bye-bye, y'all.
See ya. I know them.
So freaking cute.
That is cute. That's my inner child singing. You guys are all cool. Appreciate you. We
So
love you.
freaking
See ya.
cool.
I say, welcome y'all now, come on into the Jimbo and Jackie show. You know, he's that crazy kooky guy used to be on the radio. She's really sweet and her face is neat, they put it up on a big billboard. They're too much fun, so the previous marriages ended in divorce. But the third time's a charm. They say the third time's a charm. Long live Jimbo and Jackie. Aha!
Jimbo Show, Jackie and the Jimbo Show, Jackie and the Jimbo Show, Jackie and the Jimbo Show.